Stoner Origin Stories with Demi York and Lee Gutierrez.
No, literally, people will treat you like you're worth $1 million.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, dude, it's so fun, but it's so hard to do. Especially if you haven't experienced true, that feeling of true confidence before. It's like, you feel like you're almost a different person. You're like, whew.
It's just acting. Right. It's just literally acting in real life. You're like, I'm so amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear.
You're like, no, I am really. No, for real.
I really am. See the value in me. Why didn't my dad like me? Oh my God. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
This is Stoner Origin Stories. I'm one of your hosts, Demi York. This is my lovely co-host, B. Gutierrez. And today, we have a dear friend of mine who I just adore, Mr. Delante Desouza.
Yes, hello.
Oh my gosh. I am very happy that we can make this work.
Yeah, I'm happy too. This seems like a fun little thing. Fun little jam.
It's, listen, we picked the green room because we were like, I like the calming energy of the green, and also it is a weed podcast, so it also makes sense to me. And it just, the vibes in this room, I think, are immaculate.
Oh, yeah. No, the vibes are vibing right now.
The vibes are vibey.
The vibes are very vibey.
As the kids would say.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we had radio programs, not podcasts. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, that's like... I haven't listened to the radio in so long. It's actually kind of crazy. Like turning on 92.3 or 104.3, I think.
I don't even know what the stations are anymore.
Yeah, dude, I totally forgot, but
I can remember the ones that I listened to when I was a kid. Those are ingrained in my memory.
Yeah.
The hip hop station was 102.9. And they would always be I would just fucking listen to that on repeat. And then the country station was 99.1.
Nice.
I knew rap and country. I didn't know anything about the in-between. That's all I had going for me.
I still listen to K-Day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm an NPR girly.
Nice.
Because sometimes I don't want to bother with putting a bunch of shit all on in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get in and drive instead of fucking having to go through a playlist and figure out a catalog and all that kind of. No. I just want to get in and go. So I'll just hit FM and I hit K-Day and I go.
Nice.
I hit K-Day and I go.
I am honestly thrown off if I get in someone's car and the actual radio is playing. I'm always like, what are you doing right now?
It's the weirdest experience ever. It's dude, where's Apple Music? You don't got CarPlay?
Wait, you have Spotify with ads? This is so weird.
Oh, man.
No, but I won't lie. I picked up a friend the other day and they got in my car and they were like, are you listening to the radio? And I was like, I listen to NPR just for wait, don't tell me. And then I turn it off, I promise. I swear to God, I go right back to my curated Spotify playlist.
Dude, it's crazy how now it's you're the outsider now if you listen to radio.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have either music streaming or a podcast in the car, even a podcast in the car is okay. That's acceptable.
Yeah,
now.
Somebody gets in and you're just listening to a self-help podcast.
they're like,
How to get over trauma, episode 18.
They're like, yo, you sure you want to take this ride? Let me call an Uber, man. I
think I gotta get out of here. I got into an Uber once actually, and my Uber driver was trying to learn Spanish. And so they just had their Spanish lesson playing. And I was like, well, at least I'm learning something. It was a long ass drive too. I was going from, it wasn't a long drive, but it was long traffic wise. I was going from North Hollywood to downtown. And I was like, what? El baño. El baño.
Dude,
¿Dónde está el baño?
Oh my God, dude. That's the Pimsleur days. Back in middle school. I don't know if you guys had Pimsleur, but it would be if you took Spanish or French or Latin, whatever, literally the teachers would turn on this 30-second audio, 30-minute audio tape, and they would just go I'm going to the bathroom. I don't know, blah, 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 donde está el baño, whatever the phrase is.
However the fuck you actually say it. The American education system, everybody. I I didn't learn shit. You forced me to take French for 3 quarters and I still don't remember any of it. If I get blackout wasted, though, sometimes I will only speak French.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
gotta.
that good at the French?
Yeah, because I took it in college, too.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, but it's only if you unlock that level of drunk in me that I completely remember French. Yeah, it's a hilarious scene. One of my friends was like, I couldn't get you to shut up last night. You were just screaming in French at me. And I was like, I wish you would have taped it. Like, I want to see me an angry French level lady. Like,
On angry French level.
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh my God. I don't know. Did you take Spanish or did you take French?
I took both. So the weird
Fucking
thing is, so
nerd.
like my middle school, it was like I went to Roland Park. It's like this, like you call it a public school in Baltimore, but like you got a test to get into it, right? So I was like pretty decently smart as a kid. Looking back on it now, like I was like whatever. But so anyway, we're in this middle school. It's like an elementary / middle school.
Mhm.
But every grade you have to take a foreign language. So 6th grade it was Latin. All of 6th graders took Latin. Yeah, exactly.
That's some East Coast shit if I've ever heard it. Oh, I had to take Latin this year.
Oh God, dude, but I hated it.
E
It was-
pluribus unum.
It was so bad, dude. Like, I remember my teacher, Mr. Williamson. I won't forget him. We would have to do like these Friday seminars,
Mhm.
and basically the whole class would sit in a circle, and we would just have a topic we would talk about, and then we'd have to talk in Latin. But we would have a dictionary with us, like a Webster's dictionary that would translate the languages for us. So everything we would have to say, we would take what we wanted to say, translate it, and then say it. And it took like, oh my God, you probably sat there for about 30 minutes before you had like a sentence completed. Because like it was just so
That sounds
rough.
like trash.
It was rough.
That sounds like trash.
It was rough. Now I like
Wow.
Spanish class.
You should have been in the idiot kid school.
I should
You wouldn't have
been-
had to take Latin.
I would have been like, dude, I would have been cruising.
You're like, I could either be mid-level smart at the smart people school, or I could be the smartest bitch in class at the stupid people school.
Dude, it's so funny because I feel like literally until I got to college, I was like upper tier, like intelligence wise. But then when I got to college, oh my God, it was over.
Where'd you major in college?
Computer science.
Fucking nerd.
There's that moment of silence right there.
Fucking nerd. And then I got to college and I was like, wow, there's a 16-year-old in this class that's amazing at this.
There was a 16-year-old
Of course there
in the
was. It's
class.
computer science, bro. What did you expect? That's like genius feeder school. It's like, what are you doing? I'm doing code. I don't even know how that fucking works.
You know what's so funny? I don't know how it works now either. It's been so long. I'm like, well, I forgot
I'm an actor
everything.
now. All I need to learn is lines.
I will say I enjoy acting a lot more than I did writing code.
I bet you fucking do.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun. A lot. I bet way cooler people too, because like IT people, not fantastic.
You know what's so funny about that is that yes, when you first meet people in IT, they are very introverted, antisocial.
Mm-hmm.
But like
This is
if you get them in the right environment, they're like the wild ones. You know?
Oh, because they've only been fucking studying their whole life.
Yes.
That's all they've been doing. They're like, oh yeah, I studied so hard. I got through school. Oh my God, MIT, what a bad place. And then they're like, I need to drink away all the stress that this job brings me because they're paying me ungodly amounts of money. And if I don't deliver, Apple is going to kill me. Like,
Yup. Dude, if you want to throw a Saturday night rager and you have a couple of IT guys who are like about it, they'll be the ones to keep the party going.
I just feel like they would also want to invent something. I feel like if you got really fucked up with a bunch of geniuses like that, they'd be like, you know what we could do right now? And then they just whip out their laptops and they just like make, I don't know, like
Make
fucking
an app.
make an app. They're just like, well, if you press this button, Homer Simpson just pops up on somebody's phone from afar. Like fucking weird shit.
Dude, it's so funny because like basically you call that a hackathon. Like that is such a real thing. Like
That's the thing.
like when they get like wasted and stuff, like I remember being in college and like a couple of my friends like who were in comp sci with me, we
I'm
would
sorry,
just do
what
like
the fuck did you just call it?
comp sci. Yeah, that's the abbreviated term.
Sorry, I'm not in on the lingo. You might have to break it down for me, my
yeah,
guy.
Demi, you're not in on the
I'm
lingo.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You fucking put a gun to my head and was like, fucking program an app or I'm gonna kill you right now. Just shoot me. Shoot me in the fucking head. I have no idea what I'm doing. I would rather than try and figure this out for 10 minutes before you kill me. I'd rather you just kill me.
Oh, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah, man, they would do like, or I guess we would do like hackathons and like little like 24-hour, like we stay up all night, get some Mountain Dew, like some drinks and just go and like make an app real quick.
Mountain Dew.
Like, oh yeah, Mountain Dew is like tech fuel. Like
yeah,
gamer
because
fuel.
you know who drinks Mountain Dew?
Well,
16-year-old boys who have never left their fucking room. Do you drink Mountain Dew? I drink Baja Blast. That is the
Baja
only...
Blast is good.
Baja Blast slaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe you never had Mountain Dew? You've tried it before, yeah? You don't like it? No?
It's too redneck for me.
Okay, first of all, that's correct.
Yeah.
My brother's favorite like alcoholic beverage used to be SoCo and Mountain Dew.
SoCo? I don't even know what
Southern
SoCo
Comfort.
is. Southern Comfort?
And Mountain Dew.
Oh,
I know. Fucking disgusting.
Wow.
I'm glad I just gave everyone the collective ick about my brother.
Oh
No.
my God.
And I remember I would go into his room and he would just have cans of Mountain Dew everywhere.
The Mountain
For
Dew is
real?
just
For
like
real.
an added. It's just the Southern
SoCo
Comfort
is
alone.
Not good. And that was like one of the first
No.
alcoholic like liquor drinks I ever had because it was like
Yo, who's going to bars and being like, "Give me a Southern Comfort
You
neat"?
gotta leave. If someone's there asking for Southern Comfort, just go home. Go to
Give
another
me a
bar,
Southern
man.
go
Comfort
anywhere
neat.
else.
It's-
You don't want to be
You don't
there.
want to be there. Like, dude, just go somewhere else. Like,
Yeah, disgrace. Disgrace. So hackathons, bunch of Mountain Dew,
yes.
and you just build apps.
Yeah.
You just get
so,
fucked up and build apps.
Yes. You basically get all your laptops together and you guys are like, yo, what are we going to build tonight? That's dope. And then someone's like, I don't know, a farting app or like, I don't know. Like, it can be the most randomest thing.
A
And,
dating
like, they'll
app for
still have
nerds,
fun.
so I don't have to keep doing this over and over
They
again.
will do that.
I know.
They will. Like, dude, the hackathons are a very real thing. Like, I went to one and I didn't realize how, like, over my head I was. Like, I went to a legitimate one. Like, I think they had it at, like, MIT or something. It was, like, me and 4 of my boys from the program. We went
the
up.
Olympics of hackathons.
It was the Olympics of hacking, dude. Like, people were in there building the next Facebook. And I was like, yo, I don't know if I can get my laptop to turn on.
My farting app idea
troubleshooting.
suddenly seems like shit.
You're just like, dude, I don't know. We might be in over our heads on this one, man.
Oh my
But
God.
you know what's so funny about the hackathons is that it would be sponsored by a school. So let's say MIT or
Mhm.
Brown, like, you know, the computer science program that was sponsored. And they would bring in kids from all the other neighboring schools. So we went to University of Maryland. So we would drive up on the bus to go to MIT. But the thing is, at the hackathon, guess what they would feed us?
What?
You can guess it.
I don't want to know. I really don't think I want to know. But tell
Starts
me.
with Doritos,
Stop. Wait, would
Gushers.
like munchies, like
roll-ups.
snacks?
Yeah,
That's
like
all they would,
snacks.
That's all they would feed you?
You would have like the look.
You know
like,
why?
the
Because
roll
there's like
sandwiches.
mainly 15-year-olds in those fucking programs. They're literally like, you know who wants this? The kids.
Dude, it's literally like the gamers night, except like massive scale. So like instead of one bag of Doritos, now you have unlimited bags, unlimited like.
Honestly, that
Coca-Cola.
sounds like heaven. I would want to go to a hackathon just for the snacks. I'd be like, get me high and release me into the unlimited Doritos. I'm losing my mind. That would actually be amazing.
This whole episode is way too fucking nerdy for me. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. So now
A
I have to go.
hackathon?
A hackathon.
Hackathons.
I'm just thinking about Big Hero 6. Like, that's all that's playing through my
Oh,
head.
really?
That seems like some shit that would be in that movie. Yeah.
Somebody from the hackathon probably built a Big Hero 6. I don't know.
Probably.
But it's very possible.
Fucking MIT kids.
Yeah, man.
It's just hidden from us, poor people. We're not allowed to have it. Oh, that happened. So we have to know
Mhm.
because we gotta get to the meats and potatoes.
Yes.
I'm really curious because you said it's an interesting story. How did you start smoking weed?
So okay. So the funny thing is, I started when I was like, I tried it when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
but I had such a bad experience with it that like I've like gone off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like every now and then I'll like smoke like CBD or do like CBD stuff just because like, you know, it helps for like athletic recovery and things like that. But my first actual experience getting high was when I was in high school. Like I want to say like 11th grade, I think.
Oh, they had drugs at the smart kid school.
They
Yeah.
they had weed at the smart kids school.
Mhm.
That's for sure. But actually, what's so funny is I was with my theater friends at the time. I know it just keeps
Of
getting
course you were.
nerdier. It just keeps getting nerdier.
God fucking damn it.
Yep.
Yup.
Oh man.
Computer science and theater, baby.
Mhm.
Oh.
You can imagine how I was killing it in high school. Had none of the ladies, but
I got no ladies, but I have a lot of Doritos.
There you go.
oh my god, dude.
Priorities.
Priorities. Get that SAT score, man. Get that ACT score, man. The ladies will come. Just focused on, you know, the computers
Just
and the
stay
theater.
straight ahead. Yeah.
Perseverance, never giving up, never saying no, no excuses, no limits.
Yup.
Dedication.
Just the triangle of what is that? The
triangle of needs.
Triangle of needs. Just
Yeah.
Footprints in the sand.
So I was with my theater friends at the time. I think we had just done like a play or something, I don't remember, but
Mhm.
we were hanging out at one of my friends' places and it was like 10 o'clock at night. You know, we were just hanging around, just, you know, chilling, having a good time. So then he's like, yeah, I'm about to go pick up. And I'm like, pick up what? He's like
trash.
yeah, I'm like, what are we picking up at 10 o'clock? Like, do we need money? Like, what's going on? So he's like, no, I'm about to pick up from one of my boys, like, blah, blah, whatever. So he leaves, comes back like 15 minutes later. And back in Baltimore, we would smoke the, what is it? The Black and Mild?
Black and Mild, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you smoke Black and Mild? Oh.
Yeah, so like that
We
was
did
like,
that, yeah. Ohio kids are there with you too, yeah.
So like Black and Milds were really popular. I never smoked the Black and Mild itself, but like what you would do is you would break it open.
Mhm.
And
You know-
reuse that fucking wrap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
And it tastes like grapes.
Yeah. Yeah. So he grabbed one of those from the gas station. He got the weed or whatever. And then, so he rolls it up and he's passing it around. Like all the theater kids, we feel so cool. We're like, oh, we're doing something that's like, we're doing something crazy. We're smoking. We're about to get so high. Like,
Oh my God, Romeo and Juliet was amazing, but this is going to be so wild.
we're just like, yup, this is the perfect time to just go crazy. Oh man, you gotta
Oh my
love the theater
God.
kids, man. Gotta
Yeah.
love them.
Theater kids party like nobody's business.
Theater kids party like nobody's business.
And
But-
all the boys that are in theater are just like fucking rolling in it because if you're straight and in theater,
Oh yeah.
you are in a gold mine.
Oh,
I was a
for
theater
sure.
kid, so like I totally get it. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, Mark.
Yup,
Correct.
yup, Mark knows.
Correct.
Yup.
Correct. No, like theater dudes who are straight get the most fucking pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because those women, we are emotional. We are crazy. We will and then the prank wars that like theater kids would get into. Did you guys have prank wars in your theater?
What's that?
Ours was like there was one time my friend filled up this other dude's car with bird seed. Just
What?
like literally like bird seed. Like his whole car was full of it. It was everywhere. The dude like, and they had broken up the lower levels into like crumbs.
Really?
Yeah, like it took him 2 days to clean out his entire car.
Oh my god, dude. That sounds actually terrible. Like,
Yeah. Oh no,
that
it
sounds
got
like a
it got
horrible
very out of
experience.
control. We had to stop. We had to stop.
Like-
we were ordered by our drama teacher to fucking cut it out.
Dude, we've had pranks on each other where we would try to send people on stage at the wrong time, we'll just like go into
And
the
go.
dressing room and be like, oh my God, dude, they're calling you, go. And then they'll run out and be like, wait, what the hell?
Wait, I'm not supposed to be on stage right now.
like we did dumb stuff like that, but we never went to that like
Oh yeah,
that
nah.
measure, like that extreme.
I'm from a small town. You didn't have anything else to do. Like it's like there are 1,200 cows in this town, and there are probably 6,000 people. Like
That's hilarious. So yeah, going back to the to the story.
Back to being amazingly high with all your singing friends.
Well, that's what we were trying to do, because like it was our first time like smoking or anything like that. So we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna finally get high, you know, being like young and like whatever. So we call it a blunt. The blunt was going around, slight or whatever. And like, you know, I want to be cool at the time. So I'm like, yeah, give me the blunt. I'll smoke. Yeah, let's do it. So I hit it and I'm like, I don't feel high. Cause I just like, you know, breathe in and I just blew it out, whatever. So then I do it a couple more times. And then my boy comes out to me. He's like, yo, you're burning the blunt right now. I need you to inhale it until you feel it literally in your stomach. And then blow it out.
Oh, you were just pulling it into your mouth.
Yeah, I was just pulling it in my mouth because I thought I was doing something. I was like, okay, yeah, it's all cool. And I was like, I'm so cool, I'm not even high. But then,
man, I have a built-in tolerance, guys.
I was like, I'm impervious to weed. But, dude. So then it comes back around. And then when I pull it like all the way, dude, one puff was all it took. And literally everything was spinning around me. Like, I honestly, when back then, I thought it was laced at the time. Like, I thought like I like smoked like K2 or something, and it was gonna like send me to the hospital. Like,
you're like, your boy fucked with us. This is not good shit.
I was like, dude, the like even thinking about it now, it kind of gives me chills because like it was so wild. But like I remember being like, oh my God. Like first of all, I got quiet for like 20 minutes because I was just so like. I was so high off of one puff that like I couldn't take it. Mm-hmm. But like, I remember sitting there and I was like, oh my God, I don't even remember my name anymore. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, what is my name? What is my name? Like, and then I started panicking.
Oh no.
And you know, when the panic set, that's when it really gets bad.
That's not good. That's not good.
It was so bad.
Oh shit.
Dude, it was so bad. So I turned to my boy and I'm like, yo, what's my name again? And he's like, Delante, are you good? And I'm like, dude, I think I'm about to die.
He's like, I should have never taught him how to smoke weed.
Yes, dude. Even to this day, he still gives me shit about it because he's like, yeah, remember that time you smoked and like...
Forgot who you were.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you really wanted to get really high that night, but you did, and it wasn't good. So, like, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, at this point, I'm like tearing up because I'm so scared. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh my God, dude, just take me to the hospital. Like, I feel like I'm sinking into the earth while I'm like standing up, and I'm like holding on to my boy, like clutching him, like crab lock, like this, like just like looking for some sort of support or something. So then he's like, yo, you got to let go of me, but I am right here with you. Like, don't worry.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. He was like, it's okay. You're not dying. Trust me. You are not dying. So then he sits me down on the curb outside of his house. And by this time, it's like 11:30 at night. Mm-hmm. There's a homeless dude that walks up the street. And he looks at me. And the homeless dude goes, I'm sitting down on the curb with my boy. And I'm like hunched over like this, right? Mm-hmm. Just completely like trying to stop the spins. So then he looks over to my boy and he's like, yo, is your boy good right now? Cause like he looks a little sick.
Oh my God, you're so fucked up. A homeless dude was like, yo, are you good?
He was like, dude, is your boy good? Cause I don't know about him. So my boy's like, yo, he's fine, don't worry about it. Like, he'll be good. And I must have sat on that curb for at least a strong 2.5 hours, maybe, before I started to come down. And I was like, dude, I will never do that again. Like, that was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was a horrifying experience.
I'm like thinking about it and I'm like, when have we ever smoked weed together? Mm-mm. Yeah, no.
No, that's because I don't really smoke.
I mean, I fucking get it. Like,
yeah.
What a fucking traumatic first time. I mean, I've been fucked up in public, like fucked up, like usually drunk. But if like I get the wrong kind of crossfaded, but I've still never had a homeless person be more concerned about me than they. Like, wow, I would have laughed so hard if you're like, and then he came back with a bunch of other homeless people who wanted to make sure I was also okay. Like he was talking to all of his friends about you. Oh man, that would have been amazing.
That's hilarious.
And then Shredder came out of the sewers.
And then Shredder and the Ninja Turtles pulled up and took me to the hospital, dude. That would have made it a great story.
That would have made it the best story.
I would have been down with that.
Oh, that was like one of my favorite movies.
Old school
Like
classic.
the old school live action one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I went through like 2 VHSs of that. I loved that fucking movie. I loved it so much.
Who was your favorite turtle?
I'm a Michelangelo bitch.
Me too. I like Mikey.
Mhm. Yeah, I just like that vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the one that's down to have fun. And
Yeah.
like, get
He's just
wild.
like, I want fucking pizza and I want to have a good ass time.
Yeah, and he has the nunchucks. Like the nunchucks are so badass.
Listen, I would accidentally kick the shit out of myself if I ever like had a pair of nunchucks. I would fucking no. It wouldn't be good.
She'd knock her ass out.
I literally would. I'd be doing one of these and it'd be whop, like break my fucking nose. Absolutely.
What if you had the two swords like Leonardo?
Oh, I think I could do that.
You think you could do the two
I think I
swords? They're
could fuck
really
with
sharp.
Yeah, but like I feel like that's a better bet for me. They're just extensions of my arms, and I know where to put those.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, I'm chopping for sure.
What Ninja Turtle were you?
Oh, Raphael for sure.
Raphael.
Yeah, that
Fucking
tracks.
asshole for sure.
Yeah.
He's just always like very focused.
Just out here, just being a dick to everybody.
Dude, but Raphael whooped so much ass when he was like,
yeah, and he's the most loyal motherfucker.
Yeah.
He needs to smoke more weed.
he's a little uptight, huh?
He's
Yeah.
a little uptight.
I feel like
He's
if
got
he
hard
smoked
shell,
weed,
you know? It ain't good.
Oh, dude.
remember he'd have those emotional moments, like having a scene a turtle, have an emotional moment. He'd be like, Splinter! This heartfelt. Can you imagine being a fucking
Why?
dressed up as a Ninja Turtle
And trying to be emotional. Like,
and having to show that
I
your
am a
heart is
grown
breaking?
person in a turtle suit.
That's why we
Oh,
love actors, man.
Yeah, you guys are all right. You're okay. So like, okay, so you actually got into acting in theater, like in school.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know how you got into it.
Yeah, so like I was doing track at the time. I was doing like high school sports. So I was doing like indoor track.
Yeah, we get it. You're an athlete.
Yeah, I'm an athlete. Yeah, I'm so cool athlete. But
Why did you
Looks at the
point to
Blackula
Blackula when
I'm
you
an
said
athlete,
athlete?
Blackula.
it was something to do with my hands. Like it was just something to go with.
Team Blackula.
I'm an athlete. Blackula is what they call me.
No, but I was doing track at the time, and my cousin, who you know, Ty.
I love Ty.
Yeah, Ty's dope. So Ty was the one that got me into it because he was doing like theater, at the spot down the street from him, and they were doing a show and they needed more guys there. So he hit me up. He was like, "Dude, you want to check this thing out?" And I was like, "I mean, I got practice, but I guess I'll like." You're fine. But I got it.
You
like,
already contact ties.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm already in the box at this point. Like
I had one drink at Just in Quesos, and now I'm hotboxed.
Yup. It's just going crossed. But yeah, he was telling me about the theater he was at. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll like miss practice for a day, something, whatever. So
Wow.
I think I like
It's like High School Musical.
it was like High School dude, that's what's so funny is like so many people have said that when they hear that story, they're like, "Oh, you were like Troy in High School Musical." I'm like,
I'm going behind my team's back for theater.
I don't know.
You're not
I've
High
never
School
seen-
Musical?
I've never
You don't
seen
know
it.
High School Musical?
I know what it is. I've never seen it. though.
Okay, well, it's past its time. So now that you won't be watching it in the hype, it's probably not going to hold up. So don't
Yeah.
watch it.
yeah. There's a new one on
No.
Disney Plus though.
Oh, High School Musical, the musical, the series.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
I know
how
it's a
much
really
High School
long and
Musical
difficult
stuff is
fucking
there?
name. I will never forget the first time someone told me about that show. I was like, "Did you have a stroke?" have a stroke and like you just started repeating the musical. Like
musical to series.
the musical. Like it's such a long name. It's a good show though. It's pretty
a good
fun.
show. Yeah,
it's good
pretty fun.
background noise.
Yeah.
The song's pretty good.
The songs are pretty good.
Mhm.
Olivia Rodrigo's pretty good.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I love that girl. I don't know her, but I love her. I like her aesthetic.
Nice.
Okay, so Ty takes you to the theater.
Yeah,
You're
so
Troy
Ty-
Bolton. You've betrayed all of your teammates.
Yep, I betrayed all my teammates. I'm out of practice for the day,
Mhm.
and I go and they're doing like
Careful
little
with the mic.
scenes. They're doing scenes for a play or whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Like I could get down with this. It looks fun, right?
Mhm.
So I went there, and then like they were prepping for another show, so they were like, okay, like let's ask your cousin if he wants to be part of it.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like still in season for track. So I was
Mhm.
like, damn. Theater practice is at 5. Track practice is from 3:30 to like 4:45. So it's like one or the other. So
You
during
didn't
the
want to
season,
sprint from track. Just get an extra workout in.
You know what? I did not. No, I did. But so I remember I was going to track for about 2 weeks. And then I was like, you know what? I don't even let me
I
try
don't even
something
like
else.
track.
Yeah, like I liked it. I
This
didn't
is just
love it.
running.
Yeah, it was like, dude, it was fun in the moment for it, but I didn't love it like some people actually love the sport. You know what I mean?
The fact that people literally run marathons and like shit themselves while running is fucking disgusting.
God,
and I
I
think
can't.
about that all the time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who's
my
shitting
God.
themselves while they're running a marathon?
No, like literally, like think about
I
it. You're
didn't know
doing one
that.
of those really long, crazy races. And I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about like the really crazy long ones. You don't people like can literally lose control of their faculties.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Learn something every day, huh?
I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe it's just a lie that I've been
I
told.
mean, it sounds like something that's
Yeah.
believable. Like I would take that as truth before I
That
thought it
sounds
was
like
a
the
lie.
most uncomfortable, chafy
Why the fuck would you want to do that? I don't get it. I don't get it.
situation.
I'm sorry. Back to putting a gun at my head.
Infection.
Yes.
126 ultra marathoners. Yeah.
Ultra marathoners.
Ultra marathoners.
Oh.
Ultra. Like they're like, yeah, this is it for me.
That's like the
I just
hackathon
love
kids.
running. Like
That's the same
yeah, but you
thing.
ain't getting Doritos in a marathon. I would gladly be a fucking hackathon girly before I was an ultra marathon runner girly.
The hackathon kids.
I got
are
shin
badass.
splints, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't do
Shin
that.
splints.
Yeah, I have to run backwards like every half mile.
Oh man.
So you
So,
chose
yeah.
acting.
So yeah, I chose acting. I talked to my coach. I dropped out that season,
Okay.
and then I went to work at the theater. And from then on, it's kind of been a part of my life ever since. So like I've done it in college, and I like kept my finger on it, like just kind of kept it in my life. But it wasn't until after I graduated that I was really like, okay,
I want to do this.
I want to do this. Yeah,
Yeah.
as a career, like let
And
me figure it out.
for a job, I don't want to be a hacker anymore.
Dude, I was literally, oh man, this is such a great story, man. I was literally like, I can literally remember being at my desk. I was working for my university as soon as I graduated, and I was doing, software engineering. So
Yeah.
I was writing code for a career. Like the money was great, benefits were great, all that stuff. And I just remember literally looking at my clock in the little bottom right corner of the screen and being like, God, when is it going to be like 4:00? And I remember literally counting down the minutes every day at work until I could just go home. And it was so crazy because I was like, dude, I'm not built for this. I'm like, this isn't me.
Yeah, this isn't for me.
Yeah, this isn't for me. Like the money was fantastic, but I was just like, dude, I would rather be broke and starving and do what I actually want to do than to be stuck doing something that I hate. Didn't hate, but I didn't love.
It sounds like you kind of fucking hated it.
It sounds like I hated it. I spent 4 years doing this, so I'm like, okay, there must be some type of interest there.
Yeah.
I just didn't love it. I didn't love
It didn't give you joy.
it didn't give me joy. I felt like I wasn't really doing
It was
anything
tolerable.
meaningful. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have some sort of meaning to what you're doing, I think, in any field.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just otherwise
Gotta
you
fi-
just...
If you can't find little things that you always love about that thing, you probably
you
Bye.
should probably do something else.
nix it. See you later.
Get something different going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So you're on winning time.
Yes.
Second season comes out when?
It's coming out in the summer.
Yeah.
We don't have an exact date
Yeah,
yet,
I was about to say, I don't think I've seen an exact date for it. So how did you book that show? I'm actually really, really interested because we've never talked about this.
Yeah, so I was working in real estate at the time. So like first I started in software, then I went to real estate. I don't know why
Real
I didn't
estate,
just go
the
to
halfway
acting.
point for any actor.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yup, real estate and then acting. Yup.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working for a real estate company at the time, which was better for me than like the software stuff. But I was still working on acting in like my free time.
Mm-hmm.
So like at nights when I would get off of work, I would go and like, do like a headshot session or like go like, I don't know, I'll put an audition in, whatever.
Yeah.
So I remember I was scrolling through Actors Access, which is like the website for actors to like
Mhm.
find auditions. And then I see this posting for Showtime. Like the show was
Yeah.
called Showtime at the time. So I click on it and I'm reading it. I'm like, okay, like Showtime, it looks like it's HBO. That's a little weird, but like
Yeah, it's
Adam-
weird that it's on here. I'm
Yeah,
a little weirded
I'm
out
a
by
little
that.
confused,
Yeah,
but like I'm a
I
little
also might be
suspicious.
getting murdered in a warehouse if I go to this.
Yeah, dude. So I saw it was Adam McKay, and I was like, oh, okay, Adam McKay, that's
Mhm.
legit. So I go down and I scroll through the roles they posted, and it says like, Michael Cooper, this Laker who was part of the Showtime squad, blah blah blah, whatever, real thin and skinny. And in the captions it says, gotta be played basketball, whatever. So I click on the picture, and I'm like, huh. That dude looks really similar to me for some odd reason. I was like, damn, we have a very similar look.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think genetics is just winning this jackpot for me right now.
Yes. So I at that moment, I knew I had a good chance at it because I was like, okay, we look very similar,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also like 30 pounds heavier, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe they can figure the weight stuff out, but let me just send this audition in. So I sent in my headshot. I get an email back from Francine Maisel, who's the casting director, and
Mhm.
she's like, do these 2 scenes and let's
Yeah.
see it. So I do the 2 scenes. I do a basketball tape just to, kind of put something on the cake for them. So I'd say about a week goes by. And then my manager at the time, who was in New York, he calls me up and he's like, hey, not sure if you knew this, but Adam McKay and Francine want to talk to you. And I'm like, what do you mean talk?
Why would I know that? You need to tell me that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, wait, what? So he's like, yeah, they said they want to have a producer session with you. I was like,
That's like the best phone call.
dude, it was the best phone call, and I didn't even know what it was at the time because I was so like green to the business.
Yeah,
of
you had no
acting.
idea that that's like the meeting that you really need to get.
Yeah,
Like,
I was just like, it sounds important, and like I saw who was on
sounds
the list.
legit. Let's go.
So I see all of my producers I listed to be there, like, it's Adam McKay, it's Kevin Messick, Max Bronstein, Ronnie Barnes, Jim Hecht, all those guys. So I'm like, if I were in college and I was still doing computer science, how would I approach this? And I'm like, all right, time to do some research, I guess. So then I go through and look up all the producers on like IMDb, just kind of, get like familiar with all of them.
Understand what they've worked on, like what they've been around.
Like,
yeah.
oh, this guy's a producer.
Yeah,
you
you're not gonna just walk up and be like, so you're like a production designer?
Yeah.
Like,
So you guys are making like a TV show?
so
Like-
weird. Don't really understand the process of that or who any of you all are really.
Why
But
am I here again? So like I do my research, stuff like that. And my boss was having you remember meetups back in the day?
Mhm.
So he was having like a real estate meetup for like investors to start getting into house flipping. So we're at this, I think we're at the Marriott Hotel. We had rented out one of the meeting rooms.
Mhm.
So I'm literally like, I'm at work at the time. It's like 6:00, 6:30. And I'm still at work because we have a night event. But my producer session is scheduled at 6. So I'm literally talking to my boss. I'm like, hey, I might have to dip out for like 20 minutes and go handle this meeting. But like, I'm here. And he's like, are you sure? Like, I want to make sure like everything's good before you dip off. And I'm like, yeah, let me try something. So I'm like running back and forth, like setting up the sound, like putting up all like the banners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I go into the next room over, which thank God it was open and like, available.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting on Skype waiting for the meeting to start. Like anxiety through the roof.
I'd be fucking sweating bullets.
Dude.
Yeah, that's because Francine in her own right is a huge casting director and like fantastic. Just being like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly,
okay.
dude, honestly,
Sorry.
I think my ignorance of the whole industry at the time just worked.
It probably helped, yeah.
Yeah, because like if I had known then what I know now, I would have been a nervous
fucking
wreck.
wreck, yeah.
But like I didn't know anything back then, so I was just like, oh, this would be fun, like whatever. But still sweating. So like I'm listening to what's going on in the other room, like trying to hear if they need me or like the meeting's going. Like people are in there, people are like doing their thing. He's giving like his like seminar on real estate. And then the Skype ringtone rings, so it's like boop, 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 boop,
Yep.
boop. Yeah. It rings and I'm like,
I'm sorry, how does it go one more time?
boop, 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 boop.
I'm gonna make that my ringtone for you now. I'm actually just gonna loop that.
Soundbite. So I answer it, and it's literally like, it's Adam McKay, it's Kevin Messick, Max, all of them on like this one, like, I just remember this like black couch, and they were all sitting like body to body on the couch, and all of them were in the frame of the camera, and it looked like they were in like a green room or something.
Yeah.
So they're all sitting on the couch, and I'm talking to Adam, and Adam's like, what's up? Like, what's up, Delante? How you doing? I'm like, cool. He's like, we just start talking. Literally, it was like 15 minutes where we were just talking about like where I'm from, because he's from Philadelphia, and he's like, relating East Coast stuff. So we're just, kind of talking back and forth.
Talking about black and milds.
Grape flavored.
Yeah.
I would love to see Adam McKay smoke a black and mild.
Dude, that would be insane. So we're going back and forth, and then he asked me about like, okay, so what do you know about Michael Cooper? And I was like, thank God I went to college and actually learned how to study and do research.
Can you imagine if you'd gone into that? Like,
dude, this wouldn't be happening right now if I did. But so then I just start dropping facts. Like I'm just like a kid who just wanted to answer the question that his teacher like prepped him for. I'm just like, yeah.
I have this SAT answer. This is amazing.
Yep. I got it word for word, verbatim. So I'm like, yeah, Michael Cooper, 5-time NBA champion, blah, blah, defensive specialist, just hitting him with all these facts. He's 6'6", sometimes 6'7", depending on, how they measure him. Like, and Adam's like, okay, you've done your research.
He was like, less would have done.
Yeah, he's like, dude, you didn't need to go that hard, but like, I appreciate it.
Damn, are you literally reading his Wikipedia right now?
He was like,
he once scraped his knee at a game.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, it was like little minor details like that I felt like was like thrown in, that I was like, all right. Now looking back, it may have been a little much for that, but Adam was like, okay, cool.
That would have been like a great first day on set attitude. Like, I know everything there is to know about this man. I've thoroughly researched who I'm portraying. But like, just producers meeting is hilarious.
Producers meeting? Yeah, exactly. So then like we talk a little bit more, and he's like, all right, well, just to let you know, HBO takes a while to get back with like paperwork and stuff like that, but you didn't screw anything up. So have a good day or night. Bam, closes the meeting, and then I'm just like, okay, what now?
What the fuck did that mean? You didn't screw up? Fuck you, bro. Just tell me.
No, I love Adam.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, he just left it at that. But once he said that, I was like, okay, that sounds like it's a good thing. You kind of knew it, yeah. Yeah, you kind of knew at that point. Like once they say you didn't like mess anything up. You didn't
give anyone the ick. Well done.
Yeah. You're like, all right, you passed like the crazy test. You know what I mean? But then I was like, okay, like it seems like it's a little bit too good to be true, but let me just see what happens.
Yeah.
So then like 3 weeks later, like you said, HBO reached out to my manager, and they were like, dude, they want to have you for the pilot. And I was like, holy shit, I got to lose 30 pounds.
It's time to fucking slim down, baby.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's the origin story of
That's
Running
fucking.
Time.
So, like, wait, how many like TV shows had you been on at that point?
0.
Yeah, I was about to say that was like your first.
That was my first like acting job
fucking
ever.
awesome.
Yeah, and especially to like become a series regular.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. And like even still now, it kind of like it's kind of so crazy to believe. But it's just like, dude, people are like
There's so many people here that would literally fucking kill to be in those shoes.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They're like, dude, you realize this doesn't happen.
Yeah,
like, this
it's
is
very
not a thing.
crazy.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
You're like,
oh,
I literally
really?
had to get into SAG via the show, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's been great ever since, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you guys have a lot of fun while you do it.
Yeah, I would definitely say everybody on set's mad dope. Like Jason Segel, Adrian Brody, like Jason Clark, John C, Wood Harris, all those guys, and the new guys too, like Quincy, Devon, Solomon, Jamel. Like we all have a really good chemistry, especially as a team.
Yeah.
That I think shows through.
I think it
on the
absolutely
show.
does. I mean, I love the first season.
Nice.
It's hilarious because I met you like halfway through the first season coming out.
Yeah.
And I remember I was like pretty tipsy and I was just like, wait a second. Those names sound familiar. Like you were introduced to me and I was like, why do I know that name? And then I just kind of looked at you really hard for a second. And I was like, oh. And Sean was like, yeah, you didn't know? And I was, no.
Yeah, dude, because like,
I like literally didn't know for like the first week that I really met you.
Yeah, dude, it's like, I don't know. I don't really bring it up too much. Like, if someone says something, then I'll be like, of course. Like,
I don't ever bring up anything that I do.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I especially don't bring up my job. It's like I'm not gonna fucking do that. Like you when you were a fucking IT guy, you didn't walk around going, I write code.
Yeah,
like every person you talk to.
It's like, dude, I'm just here chilling, man. Like, you know,
just vibing.
Yeah, like, of course, if someone brings up like Winning Time or anything, I'm excited to talk about it. But it's not necessarily like
it's not your go-to mode.
Winning Time, you know. Like I'm a part of it. Of
I am
course,
Winning Time. Winning Time is me.
But yeah, man, I think like just I don't know. Maybe it's like an East Coast thing, but it's just me being, you know, myself. Chill.
Also, it's just about staying humble. Like
yeah,
and no one likes the guy that walks around and goes, "Look at my brand new car! Isn't she amazing? Look at her, really look."
Like
at her.
Once they say that, people are gonna find something about the car. They're gonna look at it and be like, "Wait, is that bursting right there?"
Well, that's so crazy. There's a scratch.
Wow, your tires look a little worn, huh? Like, dude,
you sure this was new? Like, looks a little used, babe.
Yeah, that interior looks like it's dated a little bit. You sure they told you it was new at the dealership? Like, dude, they'll find anything.
Yeah, of course. People are always looking for that crack.
Yeah, but it depends on like
depends on the people.
Yeah, it depends on the type of person you are and things like that. But no, I would say I'm extremely blessed and grateful to be in this position. You know.
Well, I don't think it could happen to a better person.
Thank you.
Because I always love having you around.
Thank you, Danny.
Just a very pleasant human being.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
Absolutely.
course. Of course. I tell you all the time. I literally tell my friends
she does
all the
tell
time.
me all the time.
I'm literally always like, oh my God, I love you. You're amazing. I do it to you too. Yeah. I'll literally just text her randomly and be like, hey, just wanted to say I love you.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, I love that shit. Are you kidding me? Oh,
yeah.
I do that for everyone in my life that I care about.
Yeah.
Just little random messages. You know, hey, I was thinking of you.
Hit the words of affirmation. Nice.
Oh, yeah. If I know a friend is going through a bad time, I don't just text them, I send them voice notes.
Oh, wow.
I want you to hear how I feel about it.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I'm a voice note bitch. I love that shit.
Dude, I've messed around with voice notes, but like I feel like hearing my own voice in a voice, and like it's one thing to watch myself on TV, but like hearing my own voice in a voice, and I'm like, God, why did I say the word "the" like that? Like, I'll sit there for like 20 minutes and just keep redoing the voice note until I have like.
You're like, this could have been
sentence.
a fucking text.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could have been a text. So like, I'll typically not do voice notes because I'm like, dude, I'm just so in my head about like how it sounds, like acoustically that I'm like, I can't.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it. This
I'm
is
like,
not a
dude.
good setup. The acoustics in here are terrible.
Yeah.
I have to go in the shower to
Like,
send you this voice note. The
sounds like-
acoustics are great in the shower.
I'm in the most echoiest room in the world. Like,
What am I, in a fucking cave? Like, Jesus.
oh man.
Dude, I don't know. How are you on voicemails? Do you ever leave voicemails?
No, I don't do voicemails either. I don't do
Do you do
anything
voicemails?
voice.
Oh.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I leave
Like,
voicemails all the time.
What do you say in a voicemail that like the missed call wouldn't tell someone? You know what I mean?
So, my friend Kenley, every time I get her voicemail, which is a lot, 'cause she's an air stewardess, and we've been friends since college. She was in my sorority with me. I will leave her really fucked up, hilarious voicemails of me in different accents. So, like, literally every time I leave her a message, it's always a different random company that's called, and it's always a different voice. I'll be like, hey, this is Howard from down at Howard's Dildo Emporium. We got that large order that you ordered. If you could give us a call back, our number is 1-800-333-HARD.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
See, having a friend who's a comedian is gold because like they can just make you laugh anytime. Like that's
We
so
try.
cool.
I try way too hard, like, all the time. Yeah.
Have you ever had like a dud like joke that you just threw out there and you're just like, wow, I thought you were my
I
friend.
know everybody has.
Everybody has. I've thrown out the wrong kind of reference in the wrong room. Like, I didn't read like the room the right
Uh-huh.
way, and I threw out this reference, and everybody was like, "Fuck, are you talking about?" I was like,
Yeah, you
Oh.
can't go super obscure with
"Yeah,
your
you can't go
references.
obscure,"
Right.
and like my brain always wants to go obscure. It was like I literally I think I made a joke about Demon Slayer, the anime, like,
Uh-huh.
and no one apparently watched anime that I was with, and I was just like, I was
yeah.
like, okay. You guys aren't my people necessarily, I don't think.
Just the wrong crowd. That's what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Wrong room.
Yeah, man.
I am valid. Well, thanks for coming on and hanging out with us and
Yeah,
telling me
thank you.
about your first panic attack you had on weed.
Yep. And it was crazy. That's what I will say.
Well, great to have you.
Thanks for
Thanks
coming.
for coming.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Where can the people find you?
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram. Do I look in the camera or look at y'all?
You look at it.
Look at
Whatever the fuck you want to do.
What up?
Tell
You
the
can-
people.
What up? Why did you do
I
that?
had to make a statement to get in
All
there.
of a sudden, he became a rapper as soon as he
God.
realized
What
to
up,
get.
guys?
God. See, it's the thing with comedians. They'll also clown you. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna make you laugh, but at your expense, actually.
no, but you can find me at Delante Desouza on Instagram. Same thing on Twitter, just my name. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a casting agent, please hit up his
If
agent.
you're a casting agent, holla at me.
Call me. I am available. Love you, buddy.
Love you too. Thank you.
Of course.